Hi, I'm Mari, and today I'm going to be decluttering my blushes. I have powders, creams, liquids. Blush is one of my favorite categories of makeup, so I will show you quite a bit, and I do plan on swatching everything. I really enjoy watching declutters with swatches, and I will also be listing everything in Poshmark or Mercari after the video goes up. Probably not until the next day because I don't have an account yet. I would have to set it up. And I am very grateful to my son for changing out the batteries to my fire alarm, so you will not hear beeping anymore in the video. And also my friend gave me some filming equipment, so I should have some pretty good lighting from here on out. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so here is where I keep all my powder, blush, and face palettes. These are the powders. And this is where I keep all of my liquid and cream blushes. This is what it looks like before we start. Okay, I'm gonna start with Milani. I have Berry Amor. Actually, I think I'll swatch on my hand. Okay, that is very pretty. And here we have Petal Primavera. Another very pretty color. And Luminoso. Well, that one's a lot softer than the others, as you can see. Wow. And I bought these at the same time. I bought these all in 2024. So that's kind of interesting, but I am keeping all three. I do really enjoy this blush formula. It kind of diffuses texture, I feel like, instead of enhancing it, even though there's a bit of shimmer in the blush. Okay, moving on, we have NYX. This is Butter Together. This is Feeling Butter. And this is You Know Butter. Oof, those are so pigmented. I definitely want to get rid of this middle shade here, Feeling Butter. These two, they actually look like some YSL blushes I just got. Let me see if they're dupes or not. Okay, so there they are in the pan. This one is number 44, Nude Lavalier. I believe that's what this one is. Let's see here. How close is it? Okay, so this one is deeper. I also thought perhaps it could be like Baby Doll Pink, but Baby Doll Pink is a lot more lilac-y, I guess, and brighter pink. So not quite a dupe. And this one is Restless Rosé. Let's see if that one is a dupe. Those are actually really close. This one has more gold shimmer to it. The NYX one. And I think this one's a bit cooler. This one's a bit warmer. I hope I'm in frame there. Anyway, pretty close, but not quite exact. I think I am going to go ahead and keep those. Next, I have two Almay blushes. This is Wild Berry. This is Nearly Nude. And these are extremely beautiful. Making sure I'm in frame here. So this one's pretty intense, as you can see, but it does blend really nicely. And this one is just a gorgeous nudie color, you know, and it's beautiful. I'm keeping both. Okay, I have one CoverGirl blush in the shade Brick Rose, one Flower Beauty in the shade Peach Primrose, and one Infallible blush in the shade Comfort Pink. This CoverGirl blush is the shade that my grandma used to wear, and I have really sentimental attachment to it. When I saw somebody's video, they brought up the shade and swatched it and said the name, and I was like, just reminded, oh my goodness, that is the shade my grandma used to wear. So I bought one for myself and one for my mom, and my mom was just so happy, and she thought it was so funny that I remembered that's the blush she wore. It's kind of blending into my skin there. I am darker on my arms and hands than I am on my face and neck, but let's see. Ooh, that was very bright. These all blend really nicely, and they're pretty smooth. I'm going ahead, I'm gonna go ahead and keep all three. I do like them. And these are the last two drugstore blushes I have. I have Catrice Peach Passion and Essence Shimmery Rose. And this one has cream and powder. All my other cream to powder formulas are in my cream drawer, but that's okay. It does come out really pigmented, but you can see it blends out really nicely. And then there's the powder, which also blends really beautifully. Keeping that for sure. I've only used it once or twice, so I need to get more use out of that. And then here is the Essence blush. It's more of a blush topper, but it's very pretty, and it can soften a blush look up, which I like to use it for. Keeping both. Okay, these three are Nabla highlighters, but the tones actually suit me better as a blush, so that's why they are in my blush drawer. So the first shade I have is Independence. This one is Truth, and this one is Lola. So here's Independence, Truth, and Lola. And these are also stunning, as you can see. They blend really nicely. The shimmer just kind of diffuses your texture. It is a gorgeous formula. These are not going anywhere. All right, next I have these Huda Glowish blushes. This is in the shade Healthy Peach, and this one is called Caring Coral. They feel really smooth, and I like how tiny they are. My hand's still a little damp. There we go. Okay, well, I mean, they're not really showing up very much. They're very, very light. That one has more pigment to it, but they are really soft, blendable. But I have plenty of blush that I like better than these. Nothing against the texture, the formula, or anything like that. Just, I have a lot of colors that are like this, and this one is a bit lighter than I'm wanting. So I'm gonna declutter these two. I have two Give blushes. This is the shade Lasting Love, and this one is called Stars Aligned. And these are stunning. Again, very, very blendable, beautiful colors. They kind of diffuse the texture if you have texture on your skin, and they have like a satiny finish. I guess this one's a bit more shimmery, it has a bit of a gold reflect there. And then this one is a beautiful nudie orangey pink, I guess you'd call it. Anyway, these are beautiful, and I have not worn them lately, so I'm glad I'm filming this because it has renewed my love for these blushes. Keeping. Next, I have Persona. This one is Georgia, and this one is Terracotta. Terracotta I've had for 4 years or something like that, so I'm gonna declutter that one. Although it is really pretty, I have plenty of nude blush, and this one has, I don't know, an orangey kind of tone that I don't know, I just don't like it very much. I might go ahead and put it on Poshmark or Mercari. Anyway, you can see there is a dip in there, and I am telling you, I've had it for like 4 years, but I'll just list it for like $5, and if somebody wants it, cool. If not, that's fine too. Georgia, I haven't had very long, and it's so pretty. Oh, love that. Okay, here I have Kosas Thrill, Bare Minerals, Call My Blush, and House Labs French Rosette. Oh, this blush looks so pretty. I love that marbling baked formula. It just looks so gorgeous. Alright, it feels really soft too. And this one also feels really soft. And ooh, so does the House Labs. Okay, let's see. Okay. Well, I think the House Labs and the Kosas look pretty similar. But the House Labs is more matte, and the Kosas has like a bit of a sheen to it. I don't know if you can see that. The Bare Minerals blush, I mean, I already have quite a few blushes that look that color, and it's not my favorite color, to be honest. These two look more peachy, and I love peachy blushes. As you can see, I've already shown quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter the Bare Minerals and keep the Kosas and the House Labs. I have 3 by Laura Mercier. I have Sangria, Chai, and Rosé. This formula is so beautiful. Love it. You can see it's kind of powdery, but it blends so smoothly. Put a little more there. It's coming out kind of patchy. I don't know if that's because perhaps the wipe made my hand a little damp, but Oof, so pretty. I'm keeping all 3. Love them. I have 3 NARS blushes. This is the new formula, and these 2 are the older formula. And I'm kind of curious to see if there's a difference actually in the texture. So we'll compare that. And it's good. So this one doesn't have any shimmer, and neither does this one. So we'll compare these 2 to one another. And again, this is the newer formula over here. And this one is in the shade Infatuated. This one is Gina. And this one is Torrid. So here is Infatuated. Blends out very smooth. And that one's very, very light. Okay, and then here is Torrid. Okay. They're all beautiful. I do not see a difference between the texture of the old and new matte formula. They look the same on the texture on my hand. But I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one, Gina. I did just buy it last year, I think maybe like 6 months ago at TJ Maxx, but it's the shade's just too light for me. I don't see myself wearing that, so I'm gonna get rid of that one, and I'm gonna keep Infatuated and Torrid. All right, I have one Makeup by Mario in the shade Creamy Peach, Urban Decay in the shade Fleshed Out, and this is a duo Charlotte Tilbury Blush and Glow Glide palette. So I'm not gonna swatch that highlighter since, well, I guess I can go ahead. Why not? It's open. Okay, so here are these 2, which look a little more peachy. So this Urban Decay one, as you can see, it's kind of powdery, sort of falling apart, it looks like. I don't really see myself liking that or wearing that. This I might not have listed though, because I think I might still be able to return it to Ulta. But I will list it if not. Okay, let's see. Oh, well, the Charlotte Tilbury is powdery also, but I don't know. I have so many orangey peachy blushes anyway. Yeah, see, that one's blending out good too. Well, they are very pretty, but I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one and keeping these 2. I have 2 What's Up Beauty blushes, and this is in the shade Serene Sienna, and this one is Relaxed Aroma. These are stunning. Don't think I'll be getting rid of them, but we'll see. The formula is so smooth. They're both pretty light actually. But I'm actually a light skin tone. My arms and hands are more like light medium, but my face is like light. So I just got these not too long ago, and they were like $35. Yeah, I'm gonna hang on to these a little while longer. Okay, I got these 4 Tarte blushes in a holiday set. This past Christmas. I have Lavish, Timeless, Indulgence, and Polished. Okay. I have not worn these. I think I've maybe only worn one of them, perhaps. Oh, the texture is gorgeous. It feels like creamy. That is so pretty. Wow. These are beautiful. Okay, so these first two, I have so many blushes this color, and I do really, really like the blush, but I just have so many, and these are still fairly new, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter. This orangey one I'm almost tempted to declutter too, because I have a lot of peachy and orangey blushes, but it feels more vibrant than the other orangey blushes that I have. And then this one is super unique to my collection, so I'm definitely going to keep this one. But I am going to list Lavish and Timeless. Okay, I have two Pat McGrath mini blushes. One is in the shade Paradise Venus, and this one is in the shade Divine Rose. And I have the Gucci blush in Intense Ruby. This was a holiday packaging, which I think is a beautiful. I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of these, but we will see. Very, very pretty. And these feel a lot smoother in texture, like almost creamy, compared to the Gucci feels more dry. But they all blend really nice. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter the Pat McGrath one right here in Divine Rose. I just have so many blushes like that. This one looks a little bit more unique, I feel like. It is a nudie blush, but I don't have that many nudie blushes. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and list this one in Divine Rose, keeping this one and this one. Okay, I have Dior Rosewood and Chanel Malice. And these I have not had very long either. Actually, most of my makeup is fairly new. I did a lot of shopping in 2024. Okay, so Rosewood, there it is. It's a very soft, pretty color. And then here is the Chanel blush in the shade Malice. It has a bit of shimmer to it, but it doesn't look glittery and it doesn't enhance the texture. Very, very pretty. I enjoy both very much, and I'm keeping them both. Okay, and then here I have 4 YSL blushes, which I made a video of. I got them not too long ago. This one is 37 Peachy Nude, 44, I believe that one is, yeah, Nude Lavalier. This one is 42 Baby Doll Pink, and this one is 93 Restless Rosé. They have a very, very smooth texture. I feel like they feel a bit more moisturizing than the Gucci blush, actually. Very, very, very pretty. And you can see 3 of them have shimmer and 1 is a matte. So, let's see here. The Peachy Nude is the matte, and then these 3 have shimmer. Very gorgeous. These are not going anywhere. I have one RMS blush, but I just bought it as a single, and then I was storing it here in this Z palette in the shade Sangria. And I have this adorable blush duo, and it's just the Betty Boop one, I guess. I don't see a name. Let me go ahead and swatch these for you. Let's see. Oh, yes. These are all beautiful. Yeah, keeping these gorgeous blushes. Next, I have the Sigma Beauty and the Beast cheek palette. So this has a blush And I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a bronzer or a blush, but I mean, you could use it as, oh, I suppose it is a bronzer. Oh well, that's okay. I can go ahead and show you since I have it out anyway. And then here's the highlighter. And it is the only cheek product that I have from Sigma. I have quite a bit of their eyeshadow palettes. But this is a very, very, very pretty trio. And I got it not too long ago. Unfortunately, I don't have the eyeshadow palette of the Beauty and Beast, which looked gorgeous. But I did get the cheek palette. So hanging on to that. Okay, and last for my powder collection, I have the Too Faced limited edition blush and highlighter collection. This is beautiful. So these are all the Cloud Crush blushes. Well, not all of them, but these are all shades that they sell in their collection. So even though it's limited edition, this was a steal because each blush on its own is way more expensive than the price of getting the palette all together and if you divided it. So this was a great deal, and these are beautiful, beautiful blushes. You can see they blend out really nicely. They have a pretty little scent to them. They are blurring, pigmented, but look at how they blend. These are totally worth it. Love these blushes. Keeping for sure. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you my face palettes because why not? They're powder formulas and they have plenty of blush in there. So I have the NARS palette in Pure Luxury Light Reflecting Cheek and Eye Palette, it's called. This is really, really pretty. I heard a lot of people complaining about this because they're like, oh, the formula doesn't pick up. It does pick up, but it's just not overly pigmented right off the bat, which I don't mind at all. I actually kind of prefer that because it makes it easier to work with and not so intimidating, especially if it's a color that you're not used to wearing often, you know. So this is stunning. I really, really like this palette. I don't use it nearly enough, but you can see all the shades are beautiful. Okay, now you can see I did get all 3 of the Hourglass palettes this Christmas. They are gorgeous. I have gotten plenty of use out of them. I love them for travel. And all of them are able to work with my skin tone, even though I'm light. So I truly, truly enjoy this, and it was a great investment. There's also always a discount you can find, like 15% off usually. I'm definitely keeping these, but I'm just going to go ahead and swatch each one for you. So here is the top row. And then let me dry my hand off and get the bottom row for you. They're so smooth and blendable. Just beautiful, beautiful. They don't enhance your texture. Very flattering on the skin. Purchase that I am so happy with. And I will definitely consider buying the holiday palettes that release in 2025. So that was the light palette. This one is the medium. Get the top row for you. And I bought the medium one for my mom as well. She was so, so happy with it. And then here's the bottom row. Just beautiful. Totally worth it. I'm super happy with my purchase. And then last, I have the dark palette here, which again, even though I'm a light skin tone, I can still totally make this work. Yes, of course, I have to be a little bit more careful, but some of my blushes are so pigmented right off the bat that I kind of know how to use something that's really pigmented. Obviously, this I do not use as a highlighter, either of these. I use them like on the eyes usually instead as an eyeshadow, which they make gorgeous eyeshadows as well. So these are just stunning palettes. The artwork, the quality, I mean, all of it. And look at that, I'm building it up so you can see that a little better. These are just so pretty. Okay, now that's the end of my powder collection. We'll move on to liquids and creams. All right, I'm gonna start out with my drugstore liquid blushes. I have Milani Rosalia, NYX Sweet Cheeks in the shade Baby Doll, e.l.f. Blush Camo or Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Dusty Rose, the L'Oreal Lumile Liquid Blush in the shade, where is the shade name? Oh, Glowy True Rose, and then ColourPop Angel Face. So we'll start with the Milani, and I don't know if you have to, I think you have to unlock it, kind of like the Charlotte Tilbury. Oh no, I got too much. Oh, I guess it doesn't lock. Thought it did. Well, you can see that I got way too much there, but it does blend out really nicely, and it has pretty shimmer to it. Very, very nice formula, and this is a unique shade to my collection, so I am keeping that. Next, I have NYX Sweet Cheeks. Oh yeah, Baby Doll. Let's see here. Oh, I haven't worn this one in a while. That looks so pretty. And it seems like it would be blurring. Wow, that blends out really nice. And it seems like it sets down probably. I haven't worn that one in a while. Very pretty. Hanging on to that one. Next, I have e.l.f. Was it Dusty Rose, I think? Let's see. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. Definitely keeping her. Okay, let's see this one. Oh man, that is kind of intense. But I haven't had this for very long, and I think I've only used it like once, so I'm gonna hang on to that. And then, okay, I did not think this through with all this swatching and wiping on camera. Here we go. Here's the ColourPop one. Oh, that is so bright. Very, very pretty though. Look at that color. Oof. I don't wear my liquid blushes as much as I do my creams and powders, but very beautiful. Keeping all of those. Okay, I have two Tarte Man-Eater blushes. These are so pretty. This one is pink and this one is peachy pink. When I was looking online, I wanted all of them because they all looked very gorgeous. But I limited myself to two because, as you can see, I have quite a bit of blush already. So there, let me blend them out for you. You can see those blend out really beautifully. Those are gorgeous. I'm definitely keeping both of those. Next, I have Say in the shade Chili and Ace Beauté Petal Permission. The Say blush is stunning. I just wore it the other day. This one, I don't know if I have actually worn it or just swatched it only. A friend gave it to me. She didn't want it from her Ipsy bag, and I was like, oh yes, I will take it. So look at how bright that is. These are both gorgeous. Definitely keeping, you can see the Say blush has a very, very nice kind of reflect to it. Very stunning. Keeping both. I have two from Glaminatrix. These came actually in a Glaminatrix mystery box, and they had some good stuff in that box. So I haven't worn these yet, but they look beautiful. So this one is called Warm. Look at how beautifully punchy orange that is, like tangerine. Cannot wait to try that. Looks like a great summer blush. They feel almost like a serum, and this one's called Nurture. Let's see how they blend out. I have not swatched these. Ooh, those look pretty. I'm not sure how that orange is going to look actually now that I have it blended out. I'm like, a little scared. But I will definitely try it on and keeping for now. I have two Huda blushes. I really wanted to try these, so I was really happy when I saw they had these baby blush duos. I love mini products because, as you can see, I have an extensive collection. I do not go through makeup because I just have so much and I like to try things. So it was nice they offered these mini sizes, and the price for both was like the same cost as one blush, I believe. They have a really nice kind of sweet scent, and they do kind of blur. They blend out really nicely. Yeah, these are just so stunning. I did buy the other darker duo, but I gave the blushes away to friends. Keeping. Okay, I have Rare Beauty in the shade Happy. And then I have YSL in the shade 44. Doesn't have the name, just the number. Go ahead and blend those out for you. Very, very pretty. Both. I love both. Not getting rid of them, of course. I am keeping. Alright, and this is the last of my liquid blush collection. I have the Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand in the shade Pink Gasm, the Hourglass Unreal Serum Liquid Blush in the shade Vision, and the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Blush in number 62. And I can tell you right now, I'm keeping all three of these as well. They're all very stunning. So the Peach Gasm I have to be very careful with because I don't want to waste it like I did with the Milani one. I'll put the Giorgio Armani in the middle, and then the Hourglass I'll put on the end. This one goes a long way. You just have to push one little drop out, which can be kind of hard for some reason with this little dispenser. My nails aren't even long, and it's still hard to push out sometimes. I don't know why. Definitely not my favorite packaging. Oof, there it goes. Okay. I got too much, way too much. So there is the, what was that shade again? Pink Gasm. And then here is the Giorgio Armani, very, very beautiful. And then here's the Hourglass. You can see there was just way too much let out of the tube, but that one also is stunning. It has a bit of a sheen to it. All three of these are just so beautiful. All right, next will be my cream collection. Okay, I'm going to start out with my stick cream blushes. I have two Makeup by Mario. One is Dusty Rose and the other is Sweet Pink. Okay. Yuck. That looks kind of gross. I think I'm gonna get rid of that, and I haven't even had this very long. What the heck? See what the mini is like, because I've had this for 6 months or less. This one looks fine. That's kind of strange, but this one's not twisting up. Well, okay. I think I'm just gonna see if a friend maybe wants this one, and the other I am throwing away. That's disappointing. Okay, next I'm gonna move on to my ColourPop blushes. I have two. One is in the shade 25-8, and this one I'm not sure. The name rubbed off, and there's no sticker on the ends. It says Snitchery blush. I don't know if they even sell this anymore, but that one's not really showing up on me. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that. I mean, yes, it's showing up, but yeah, it's just, I don't think it's that pretty. Ooh, this one's gorgeous. But I think I have a lot like this, but I'll go ahead and keep it since, you know, I do like it, and I think it's my only ColourPop blush stick now. So declutter this, and I'm gonna keep this one. Next, I'm gonna show you my nude sticks collection. I have 4. I believe they stopped selling the shimmery ones. We'll look at those first. They're my newer ones, actually. This is in the shade Sunset Gold. Okay. Oh, pretty. So pretty. And then this is in the shade Rose Glow. There you can see the little glow core in this one better. Oh, those are both so beautiful. Wow. Definitely keeping those. And then this is in the shade In the Nude. And that's a very, very pretty color as well. Keeping that. And I have Salty Siren here, which looks more peachy. Beautiful, beautiful color. Definitely keeping all of these. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and show you, let's see. I have a House Labs and a Rare Beauty or REM Beauty blush stick. One of each. This is Glassy Hibiscus, and this is And Scene. This one I just got like a month ago, and this one less than 6 months ago. Like I said, most of my collection is fairly new. Those are both stunning. Keeping both. So this one, it looks like it's gonna be more mattifying, but doesn't look drying. And then this one is definitely glassy. Both gorgeous. Keeping for sure. Next, let's see. I'm gonna show you my LYS stick blushes. These were a holiday set. This is Bubbly, Focused, and Elite. So I'm not sure if these are in their normal collection that they sell, or if it was just like a special for their holiday set. I just got way too much there. This one, oof, that's beautiful. And this one, oh yes, those are all gorgeous. and you can see they do blend out really nicely. They feel very hydrating. Definitely keeping those. I have 3 Westman Atelier blushes, and they were a holiday set. It was a good deal. The packaging is very luxe. You can hear it's metal. It has a little magnetic. Oh no, it's not. Anyway, very pretty. So I have here Pop It, Petal, and oh, Mimi. That one is so bright. Not worn that one. Very unique. Looks like that bright Tarte blush that I had, the powdered one. Oof, that's a gorgeous color. Yes, I've worn that one quite a bit. And then I have this one, which also looks stunning. Oh yeah. Keeping all 3 of those for sure. Next, I will show you my Persona collection, which is very large. I love Persona's formula. I like so many things from Persona, so I'm not going to show you the bronzer contour kind of things. I'm just going to go ahead and show you the blushes that I have. So let's see. Here we've got Jam, and you can see that I do keep this on to make sure that they don't get dried out. Anytime a blush stick comes with that, I keep it on. That is a beautiful, beautiful color. Very unique. This one is Caramel. And here we have Guava. Look at, they're just, oh, they're all so, so, so beautiful. This is in the shade Bloom. I actually just saw Andrea Ali say that's one of her all-time favorite pink cream blushes to wear. Here we have Georgia. This is the one actually that I'm wearing today. So pretty. Oh, all of them. And here I have Kiss. Ah! I want to drop the lid, sorry. Very, very bright red. You can see they're all so pretty, and they do blend out like nothing, you know? They just, look at that. So easily. They're so beautiful. Alright, that was it for my stick cream blushes. Now I have all potted cream blushes from here on out. This one is a cream to powder. It's the MAC Glow Play Cushiony Blush. This is such a beautiful color and formula. And this is in the shade Blush Please. You can see just how natural, beautiful that is. I love it. It's one of my favorites. I have the Fenty Suede Powder Blush. It's actually not powder. It's like cream to powder, but Summertime Wine is the shade. And it's just such a unique texture, and it looks so, so, so pretty on the cheeks. I want more of both of those formulas, but, you know, I have so many blushes. I mean, I love them. I love them. I don't know why I'm whining, but anyway, okay. So here I have Honest Beauty in the shade Coral Peach, and LA Girl Glow Envy Bouncy Blush in the shade Rosy Glow. This one I've only used once, but it is very, very pretty. It's kind of thick and like waxy feeling. I don't know that it's my favorite formula, but this one's very, very pretty. And it feels like it dries down to like a powder once you blend it. Very unique. Gorgeous formula. I don't have much from LA Girl. I was very impressed with that. Keeping those. Let's see, next I will show you my Moira collection. Moira makes a great dupe for Tower 28, by the way. I'll show you my Tower 28s next. Okay, so here I have Fancy You, I Trust You, I Respect You, and I Love You. You can see they blend out really nice. Beautiful, beautiful formula. And they make a great dupe for Tower 28. Actually, while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and pair up the Tower 28 blushes that seem pretty close in shade. So this one is in Dream Hour. And it's pretty close to that lilac-y baby doll pink kind of color. You can see that very, very close in tone. Slightly different, but not on the cheeks, you would not be able to tell. So the Moira one was I Fancy You, and it's a dupe for Dream Hour or Beach Please. I think it's called Dream Hour. Yeah. And then this one's kind of in between these two. So this Tower 28 blush is the shade Rush Hour. And I'll go ahead and swatch it in between these two Moira blushes. So you can see that it's kind of, well, no, actually it looks really close to that one. So that one was, I think it's this shade. Yeah. So the Moira shade is called I Respect You, and this Tower 28 blush is called Rush Hour. So here is the Tower 28, and then there's Moira. You can see that the Moira is more creamy. It blends out a little further, I guess. The Tower 28 is a little bit less creamy, drier, but blends beautifully as well. The Moira just, you know, has more blend to it. All right, so let me close up all these Moira blushes, and then I'll just swatch the Tower 28s on their own now, because that might have been a bit confusing. Okay, so I have Rush Hour, Power Hour, Dream Hour, and Magic Hour. And this is a beautiful formula. There, all these tones are so gorgeous, but this one looks like it might be a bit too deep for me, so I think I'm going to declutter that one. And this shade of pink I don't wear very often, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter that one as well. And I think I'm going to go ahead and actually get rid of the Moira one too, because like I said, that's just not one of my preferred shades of blush. And I already have quite a few powder blushes in that color, which lasts longer than cream, of course, so I'm going to declutter these 3. I didn't think I was going to declutter any of those, so that surprised me. You know what? I think while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and actually declutter this Honest Beauty blush as well. Swatch it again for you. It is very pretty, but like I said, I just have so many cream blushes in general, so hopefully somebody can give this a good home because it's fairly new, and you know, creams don't last as long as powder, so I want to get rid of as many as I can while they're still fresh. So I have here, let's do these 3. Lottie London, and it's a pH adjusting blush. Milani in the shade Merlot Moment, and then Juicy Pang in the shade Jelly Blusher RD01. I guess is the shade name. It's a Korean beautiful blurring blush. Okay. So this pH adjusting blush turns like a berry. It's a beautiful berry tone actually. And then this you can see is like a deep red, gorgeous. And then here this blush is just beautiful, very blurring. I'm gonna go ahead and I think, you know, I'm gonna actually go ahead and declutter the Lottie London. The Milani is beautiful, but I'm like, will I really wear this color very often? Probably not. So I think I'm going to declutter the Milani as well, actually. Okay, next, let's see. We will look at this Ulta Beauty, Morphe, and Fui. All right, so this is a cheek palette, I guess you'd call it, trio. It's a very, very moist formula. Very, very pretty on the skin. But I have more oily skin, so that bronzer, I don't know about that. I think I'm just gonna give that to my friend's daughter instead of trying to put that on Poshmark or Mercari, because I don't think anybody will want that. It is pretty, but I just have so many beautiful blushes already. All right, this Morphe Euphoric Rush 3-in-1 in the shade Staying Neutral. This is gorgeous, and I just bought it like a month ago. Keeping that. This is also beautiful for the cheek and the lips, and you can see how blurring that is. Very stunning formula, and it's in the shade Boy, CR02, Boy. Sorry, I'm not pausing in between now. I'm trying to get through quicker because my husband and I are going to go to a car show in a bit. I'm trying to finish filming before I have to leave. All right, next I have 2 Bobbi Brown Pot Rouges, and this is in the shade Powder Pink. This one is Fresh Melon. And I don't know why they call it pink, because that looks nude to me. Not pink, but very beautiful nude. And then here is the Fresh Melon color. A very, very beautiful peachy shade, very light. Keeping both. Next, I have the It Sun Blush and Danessa Myricks Rose and Brunch. Oh, this one's called Sun Warmth, and this one is Rose and Brunch. So you can see this is also another very beautiful nude. It looks very, very natural on the skin, like you just got a little bit of a tan. And this one is so beautiful as well. These are stunning. I am keeping both. I enjoy them both very, very much. Have not used them enough because they have such a big collection. Next, let's go for the Natasha Denona trios, or duo and trio. I have the Love Cheek duo and the Berry Pop trio. Okay, this one, you could see it's like, I don't know about that one, but the packaging is so adorable, and that highlighter is stunning. The blush just seems a little bit dry and a bit hard to blend in my opinion, but I won't get rid of it because of the packaging. I just love glitter, and especially this falling glitter reminds me of, you know, being a kid. But anyway, beautiful. And then here I have the Berry Pop trio, and this feels like that the summertime one, the Fenty Beauty blush, actually, that suede blush is what that formula feels like. And then this one is more melty, like, see, you can probably even see the texture. But anyway, here we go. Yeah, you can see it's kind of blurring too. That's beautiful. But you know, these shades are a little deep for me, and I have such a big collection that I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. Actually, I'm decluttering more than I thought I would. I am pretty impressed with myself right now. All right, and then I have this Glaminatrix Duo in the shade Muted Mocha. So it is a cream and then a powder. Very, very pretty. Just got it, so I'm going to use it a little bit and see what I think. I don't believe I've worn it. Maybe just once if I have. Keeping that. And then I have 4 of the Patrick Ta duos, and I am in love with them. I'm definitely keeping them. I did have another one, but it was very similar in tone, just deeper. So I went ahead and gave it to my mom because she's a little bit darker than I am, and she didn't have any Patrick Ta blushes. So I'm going to just go ahead and open them all up so you can see them in all their glory. Oh, so beautiful. I want all of them. Okay, so this is She's That Girl. I think this is She Goes to the Gym. Yeah. This one is She's Seductive. And this one is Not Too Much. This is my favorite one right here. But they are all stunning. And I've worn them both ways, with the powder on the bottom and the cream on the top, as Patrick Ta suggests, which is a beautiful way to wear it. But then I have also done it the other way, where I do the cream first and then the powder on top, which is how people typically apply cream and powder blush. Both ways look gorgeous. These blushes are a definite favorite. Okay, there you can see that beautiful nudie color there. And then here we have Not Too Much. So you can see they are all very, very beautiful. Keeping all 4 of those. And I think I have some of my declutters set aside. I'm going to look for those because we actually just finished going through my collection. But I think I have set some aside in the past because I knew I wanted to declutter some. So, all right, so here are some blushes I had already put to the side to declutter. This is the Lawless blush in the shade Angel. I got it in a cheek kit from Sephora in the wintertime. It just had a weird, I don't know if that's how they all smell, but it has like, I don't know. Sorry about that, but it has like a bit of a, I don't know, rubber tire scent to it. And it's, you know, only 3 months old. So I don't know, maybe they all smell like that, but I have so many amazing blushes that I am going to go ahead and declutter this. I'm going to just list it for $5. If somebody buys it, great. If not, I can just give it to one of my friends. These actually are really beautiful. Tati had made a video with the AOA Studio products or whatever. That's what convinced me to try them out. And they actually are beautiful. Petal Pop Duo. This one's in the shade Bloomers. And this one is in the shade Bouquet. They are gorgeous. But I just, like I said, you know, I have so many blushes already that I'd rather use my makeup skills or time with my more expensive products because these were only $1. Also, it's kind of hard to get my brush in there, but if you know somebody who needs some cheap makeup that's still really good, these, oh my goodness, they're so good. Beautiful formula. I mean, $1. I could not believe how good they were for $1. But like I said, I just have so many others. I feel guilty not using my more expensive blushes. This Melt is in the shade Golden Hour, and I'm not sure if it's a highlighter or a blush, but I got it as a free gift with an order a few months back, and I just know I won't use it, so I haven't worn it. I've just swatched it. All right, and then I have these e.l.f. Putty blushes. One is a luminous blush, and it's in the shade Bermuda. You can see it's a really, really pretty, like rosy, I don't know what kind of tone you'd call it, but it does have a beautiful sheen to it. I'm not a fan of dipping my brush into this shape of pot. That's why I don't want it. I've only used it a couple times. Same with this one. And this is not the luminous formula. It's just the regular putty blush. And the shade is Turks and Caicos. This one, I don't know. This one looks a little bit dry. So this one I don't think I'm going to list. I'm just going to give it away to one of my friends, see if they want it, because I don't want to give somebody a dried up blush. This one I got longer ago than that one. The luminous one still has plenty of moisture to it. And then this Polite Society blush in the shade Sydney, I got it not a long time ago, but before it became viral. I'd say, I don't know, in 2024, like maybe I got it in the summertime. For me though, it's just, I don't like how quickly it dries down. So like, you know, it swatches really beautifully. It's just that when you rub it on your cheek, it kind of can lift up your foundation if you're not careful. And then because it dries down so quickly, it's kind of hard to blend. Or also, like, if you try to pick it up on your brush and then blend it onto your skin, it doesn't work out really well. it's hard to do that, and I have so many beautiful formulas that are way easier to blend, and I have plenty of tones like this, so that's why I am decluttering this one. And then the last two I have here are, this one is TYS Beauty Cheek Treat Splash in the shade, Splash, I guess. I haven't opened it, but it does look very pretty. My friend gave it to me from Ipsy. Same with this one. It's a jelly blush from Mo Beauty, and the shade is Chili Crisp Mo Jelly. It looks like it's a vibrant red. I haven't opened it, so I am going to go ahead and list that as well. Now I'm going to clean up and do the count to see how many I decluttered and what number of blushes I still have. I decluttered way more than I thought I was going to. I'm pretty proud of myself. So I have 30 blushes here. Decluttering 30, and then I need to count the blushes that are still in my drawer. And I'm left with 105 blushes. So I've decluttered 30. That's, in combination, all of them. And I did count the duos and cheek palettes as just one blush, even though I know there are multiple blushes in there. I did not, however, count the NARS palette and the 3 Hourglass palette, since those included bronzers. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how many I got rid of and can have a new home and be enjoyed so that they don't go bad before they can be used. And now I'll show you how much lighter my drawers look. I'm so excited. So here is my powder blush drawer now. The biggest difference you're going to see next in the cream and liquid blush drawer. Now I have more space in there. So excited.